Hi everyone, today we're doing the second video from the guided school tours, so guided school tour number 2, another beginner video here, and I want to go through all the different maps and show you their abilities so you know what's happening during my videos or so you can play them by yourself. I will quickly go over the first two maps. There's a map A and the map 0. These are like the beginner maps that you can use for your first game or first two games, I don't know. They have very strong bonuses on the board and also stronger bonuses like more conservation points when you reach certain thresholds for the university, for the partner zoo, and for the um, third worker. So you see on the map there's 2 rep, twice, there's a lot of money on the map, 5, 5, and 10, and even a worker on the map, so this is completely broken, which you would know after a few games, but for your first game, that might not be that important. You will start the game on the bottom left. There's usually a 3 size printed and a kiosk, and then you have to walk your way from there. Also, with the bonuses for supporting conservation projects, you see the 1 CP income. CP is a conservation point. So you would gain 1 CP during every break once you have this unlocked. Yeah. So they are very, yeah, they are very strong. So they help newer players to achieve more during their game. A bit the same goes for the map 0. You still see the 2 CP rewards for reaching the third uni, fourth partner zoo, or third worker. You still get the conservation point here. You still have a lot of money, but on and 2 rep, but no worker anymore on the map, and it's a bit harder to navigate, I think, than the map A, but they're quite similar in general. And now we come to the maps that have special abilities. So we start with observation tower. So now you see there's 1 CP for the uni, 2 CP for the partner zoo, and 0 CP for the worker. You can keep this in mind. All the maps have a combination of CP for these 3 sections that give you 3 CP, like 1, 1, 1, or 2, 1 for any combination, like 2 for worker, 1 for uni. But you will see that through the game, and here we get 2 for partner zoo and 1 for uni. You see less money on the ground, less rep on the ground, so immediately you get less benefits, so it makes the game longer and a bit harder at the beginning for sure. For the rewards, typically all the maps have a snapping reward. That means you can grab any card from the display, one of these 6 that would be shown during the game, getting a 2 size, so every time during the income phase and once immediately you can build a 2 size on your map, getting 5 extra income, then having the play a sponsor for money, so you play a sponsor for money from your hand. The first 3 are, like I said, on every map, and the force, if there is a force, is different depending on the map, and these 3 are on all the maps as well, more or less, and there might be a 4th one depending if there are only 3 ones on the top rewards. Then this zoo has a special ability, and you see the observation tower here, that's hence the name. Every time you fill an standard enclosure that is connected to the tower, you get 2 extra appeal. Like you want to build 4 enclosures around these spots, and every time you play an animal in these and flip the enclosure, you get 2 extra appeal for the animal plate. So that's the first one. Then we have the outdoor areas. Here you see we have the 3 standard rewards for for supporting a conservation project, and then we have 4 on the bottom, the 3 standard ones, and an additional one that gives you 1 CP. Okay, then on this map, what is very special, or let's first go through the conservation points. You get 1 for getting your 3rd worker, 2 for the uni, and none for your 4th partner zoo. So again, 3 in a slightly different combination. What's very special on this map, you can get a free partner zoo on the map. So you try to build as quickly as possible to this area in general, which is a bit hard since the top is blocked by build 2 spots, and even here this one makes it a bit harder to come easily around. So this is a very strong bonus on the map. And then the special ability of this map is the additional the outdoor areas where the animals have a lot of space. So every enclosure you build next to it has a capacity of 2 extra. So if you build a 1 size here during your game, this will be a 3 size or can hold animals up to size 3. And if you build a 2 size, it can hold animals up to size 4, and a 3 size animals up to size 5, but they need to be connected to the area here, and it's also only for standard enclosures. So that's map outdoor areas. Then we have Silver Lake. Silver Lake is very rich of money, as you can see. So here we get 1 CP for the partner zoo and 2 CP for the uni. And for the rewards, I won't go over all the standard ones in general, just what changes. Here we have a 4th bottom one, and this gives you an extra turn. So this is very strong. At the end of the game, you want to chain it, so you do your association project and then choose this reward to get an additional action, like an animals action, and finish quite strongly. So on this map, you always need to have a conservation project in the back for your last turn, more or less. Then you see a lot of money on the ground, so you can pick up a lot of money here that's special on Silver Lake. Then we have Commercial Harbor. I think we had it in the last video, in the first video. So here we get a combination of 1 CP, 1 CP, 1 CP for uni, partner zoo, and worker. And for the conservation project rewards, you can unlock a uni, so you would get a uni immediately if you choose this reward while supporting a conservation project. Then what's also special on the map, you see a ×2. So you can put it on one of your actions and do it twice during the next activation if you want to. So this in general you want to have at the end of your game, like in your last turn, put it on most of the time a source, sometimes animals or sponsors, but often a source, so you can do 2 conservation projects in one go or something like this to finish also very strong. And often you build close to it, so in the last break, when you have the 2 size unlocked, you put it down here to get it for your last round. So, and the special ability of this map is the harbor. If you connect it to it, you can sell a card from your hand for 3 money. So on this map in general, you have a good of passive income during your round to stay in rounds longer. So that's quite powerful as well. Then we come to the park restaurant. Here we get 2 CP for the partner zoo and 1 CP for the worker. And the special reward for a conservation project is that you can get a reptile house or bird aviary. I didn't cover them in the last video, but these are special enclosures for birds or reptiles. Maybe we'll cover them in one of the other videos. So if you unlock this reward, you can immediately build one, even if you don't have build upgraded, because in general you need to have build upgraded to build one of these special enclosures. Then what's special for this map, you get extra income if you build around the restaurant. So every space field next to the restaurant will give you 1 additional income during your break. So you want to build quickly around all these to get 5 extra income during the break. Then we have the Research Institute. So here we get 1 CP for the fourth partner zoo and 2 CP for unlocking the third worker. For the rewards, we have a special immediate and income reward, and this is clever twice. So once you unlock it, you can immediately put 2 of your actions at one after the other at strength 1, so everything else moves up a bit, and then you can also do it during every income phase. So this gives you a very good means to bring the actions in the order you want them. So it's not necessarily one of the first 2 rewards, since often snapping and size 2 enclosure are more important, sometimes the worker, but during the later stages of the game, it gives you a very good way to move the actions out of the way that you don't want to do, like build or cards often. Then on the map you see uni, similar to outdoor areas. You can get here, instead of partner zoo, a uni on the ground, so you want to start on this side often. At the beginning, when I started playing the game, I often started on the left side to get the map effect I will talk about soon. But in general, you want to start here, which I learned from other people, to get quickly to the uni and get this reward from the ground. So very one thing to focus on here, I think. Then we have the effect of the map, and this is the Research Institute. Once you're connected to it, and that's why I always started here, so I'm connected to it, you can ignore one condition on the animals. Like, for example, in the last video, we had the Sumatra tiger, which needed 2 science icon. If I'm connected to this, I only need 1 science icon to play it. Or if there's a bird who needs, or some animal that needs a partner zoo, I can ignore this condition if I'm connected here. So this is also very good, but in general, getting a quick uni is more helpful during the game. So there are occasions where you want to start down here, and yeah, but that's not too important at the beginning when you're learning the game. I'm just giving some insights, some of my insights of the maps after many games. But for your first game, it won't matter that much, but at least you know how the ability works. Then we have ice cream parlors. Here we get 1 CP for the uni and 2 CP for the third worker. And the special reward for supporting conservation project is pouching. So once you unlock it, you can immediately, and then during every break, put 2 of your cards under your board and get 2 appeal for them. So that's a very good reward for your like third project or something. Once you have a good base going, have some cards in your hand, and then you can get passive points during every break. So that can push you forward over the 100 mark at the end of the game. And then we have the kiosks here, which gives the name to the map. So these are more like ice cream parlors here. So every time you build over one of these tokens, you can immediately place down a kiosk. And once you covered all 3 of them, you get an extra income for every kiosk during your break. So you want to quickly cover all of them without butchering your map too much. But once you covered them all, you have a very good income. Then we have Hollywood Hills. It's a bit of a random, a luck-based map. You will see soon why. So here we get 1 conservation point for all of the 3 different tracks. And the special reward for supporting a conservation project is a partner zoo. So once you unlock this, you get immediately 1 partner zoo. And then we have the map ability. You see the 3 H's for Hollywood, since it's the Hollywood Hills. And every time you cover them, you you draw cards from the draw deck. And once you hit a sponsor, you take it to your hand and discard all the other cards. So so you can be lucky and draw a very good sponsor with it, or have a bit of tough luck and draw a bad one. So it's very swingy on this map. And the second effect of them is once you covered all of them, all the sponsors you play cost 1 strength less. So last video we had the expert in Australia, which needed to have a sponsor action of strength 5. Once you covered all 4 of these, it only would need a sponsor strength of 4. Okay, and then map 9 and 10 are not available at the moment. I would assume they get reworked and will be then made available again, but for now they're not there. So map pack 1 is map 9 and 10, they are not here. Then we have map pack 2, and these maps are here since about a year and a half, not that long. And they have some new things going on, which you see already on the first map. So here you see it's not that easy like before. You get a combination of 3 CP for worker, partner Zeus, and unis. So you get 1 for the 3rd worker and 1 for the partner zoo, and then you get 1 for a combination of your 3rd uni and your 3rd partner zoo, which can be seen on the left side on this arrow here. And as well, the same goes for upgrading things. Before it was 2nd partner zoo, 2nd uni and stuff. Here you get an upgrade for having a uni and a partner zoo, so you can have a split start, which is on the old maps in general not very good. And you get another upgrade for your 2nd worker. So here a bit new rewards come in, make it interesting, sometimes not so good. Here on this map, the reward for getting an extra shift, which means you can take 1 of your workers back from your association board, is not very strong. So getting 2nd uni and 2nd partner zoo is less good on this map in general. Then we have as a special reward for the conservation projects to upgrade another card. So this is the only map for now where you can get 5 upgrades, since you get 1 for partner zoo uni, 1 you can get for the CP reward, then you can upgrade 1 if you get your 2nd worker. For 5 rep you get again an upgrade as usual, and for 2 CP you can still decide to get an upgrade as usual. Then what's also special on the map, that you have an extra shift here, so to get your worker back once. If you time it right, that can be very nice at the beginning of the game. Yeah. And the main ability of this map, you see these binders here, or notepads. Every time you cover 1 spot, you can put 1 on your hand cards on the side to store for later, so they don't count for your hand limit. Like if you have 4 cards, only a hand limit of 3, store 1 card, then you only have 3 in hand, so you don't need to discard during your next break, for example. And these stored cards give you an additional income, so every stored card gives you 2 money during the break, 2 extra money during the break. And the stored cards are available at any point, so you can take them back on your hand and play them. If it's an animal and you want to play it at some later point, you can take it back and play it. It's a bit, they're safe. They don't need to be discarded. They can't be stolen by the opponent, and they give you extra income, but you still have full control when to use them. So there's 3 spots here. So once you fill them, you can get up to 6 income if you have 3 cards stored. Then we have the artificial intelligence map. Here for the CP, it's like on the standard maps, 2 for partner zoo and 1 for The third worker upgrades are here, like first uni, first partner zoo combination gives you one upgrade, and then you get a second upgrade for your second uni, second partner zoo, which is a split like on the first map, but even for the second combination you get something good. So it's closer to the standard maps in general. Then for the special reward for the conservation project, you get animal magnet. That means once you take it, you get one time all the animals from the display into your hand. I'm not sure if I ever used it for now, but yeah, maybe it can be interesting at some point. Then one thing on this map, you have an adapt, and then we have the map ability. You see all these binders. Yeah, all these binders, the black ones. You have one on the bottom left, one on the top right, one on the uni, and one for the second worker. And once you cover them, you put them on the action strengths. So you would conceal with the first one this one, and now if you want to do the first action, the highest number, the lowest number you see is the 2. So now your action in folder 1 will always be 2. With the next one, you cover also the second one. So now the action strength of 1 and 2 will be already 3. With the third binder you cover, you will put it on 4. Now your action on strength 4 would be already strength 5. And with the last one, you cover the 5. So now the actions on strength 4 and 5 will immediately become actions of strength 6. That's especially useful for sponsors actions and conservation actions, association actions, since for animals it won't help you to do them, and strength 6 the same for cards. Then we have the map drawing board. Here we get 1 CP for fourth partner zoo, 2 CP for second uni, and the upgrade circle is more or less the same. It's the same. Here we have a bit of different things for the conservation point rewards. So the additional one on the bottom is that you draw 3 endgame cards and discard 3. So it's like on the previous map, something to make your endgame cards better. And usually we add the 2 size bonus on this upper part. Here we don't get it. Here we have cut down. Cut down means you destroy one of your empty enclosures, standard enclosures, and get the money back that you originally had to pay for it. But I seldomly used it, to be honest. So what's also special on this map, like on any other map, you see on the bottom here that you get 7 points when you fill the whole map. On this, you won't get it. And why? This is because you get rewards for filling the different sections, which you see here. You have you start in the middle with a already printed 2 size enclosure, or already put 2 size enclosure. And then you have the 4 sections, the bottom one, the right one, the top one, and the left one. And you get rewards once you fill them. You see here, for example, in the bottom, you get immediately once you fill them, and then in every break, since it's yellow immediately, and since it's purple in every break, 1 reputation. So you want to quickly fill this section to get income of reputation through the game. The same goes on the right side. Here you get 2 appeal once you fill it, and then during every break. The top one gives you money during every break and immediately, and the last one, the left one, will let you hunt 4. You draw 4 cards and can keep 1 animal if there is one. Yeah, in general, you try to quickly fill the rep section, the bottom one, since you don't need build upgraded. And on this map, build upgrade will be good, since then you can fill the appeal section, which is probably, these two should be the the two best ones on this map. The money is seldomly filled, at least for me, and the hunting part sometimes, but also not that much. Okay, then we have the lagoon map. This is also introduces something new. Here you get 1 conservation point for worker, partner zoo, and uni again. Upgrades are the standard ones. Then we have a special reward for the conservation projects, and here it is: play a person sponsor card from your hand for free. So every sponsor card that is a person, you could play with it for free once you unlock it. So during the break and once immediately. For example, a talented communicator, which is a person sponsor, you can play with it for free, or the explorer or the veterinarian. So there are a lot of person sponsor cards in the deck, and you can play them for free. And you will have at least one of them in hand at the beginning of the game, because every time you get a worker, and once at the beginning, because you got your very first worker, you draw cards from the deck until you hit a person sponsor. So this is again a lot of luck involved, since you can hit good ones with them or very bad ones that are not useful. And you do this every time you get a new worker. And then we have on the map a few new icons you might not have seen, and this is the waves. With the wave, this is a mechanic introduced in the expansion. You get rid of the first card of the display and fill and draw a new one and fill up. So this is with the 3 wave icons, and then we have the shark attack. Shark attack is the same ability that the 2 sharks have in the game, and it means that you choose one of the cards in reputation range. So at the beginning of the game, since I have Rev 1, I can only choose the first card. You can eat it with your shark. So that means if it's an animal, you get half of the animal's appeal as points. Yeah, you get half of the animal's appeal. That's it. So if there is, for example, the tiger from the last game who had 8 appeal, and I cover this spot, I can eat it and get 4 appeal. Then we're already at the last map. This is a tournament map. This is again a bit special. So we have the alternating, the split upgrade pattern again. You get 1 conservation point for all 3 of the tracks on your board. And for the workers, you also get reputation if you get your second worker and your third worker during the game. Then what's very special here, you see it's almost the standard top rewards, but the snapping reward is changed for drawing from reputation range or from the deck reward. So instead of snapping somewhere from the display, you can take a card in reputation range or draw from the draw deck. And once you covered them, you can use once during a turn a card as an X token. An X token increases the strength of an action you take, so you can get rid of a card instead or additionally and increase the strength by 1 or even further with the X tokens. And the additional reward on this map is an extra 3 rep. So you see, getting rep for the workers, getting rep here works together with this reward, since you can draw from reputation range. So there are means on this map to get faster, to get your reputation higher faster. Yeah. And that's pretty much for all the different maps. I hope this helps new people to follow what I'm doing and even have the ability to play these maps by themselves now. If you have any additional questions, let me know in the comments below. And I'll be soon back with another video where we maybe cover the action cards, something like this. Have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.